This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Prime.
Hello and welcome. You're watching The Property Show, your trusted guide with the most credible advice on buying and selling property. Our advice is backed by solid research done by our knowledge partner, License for Us. To answer your questions, we have Nemunisa Khan, Head Research and Consultancy South, License for Us, in studio with us. Welcome to the show, Nemun. But before we start answering your questions, let's take a look at what we have for you today in the show. Home buyers of Karnataka and Haryana demand for a strong real estate regulator in line with the centre's RERA Act. We tell you 5 things about Maharashtra real estate regulator and its website that home buyers must know. Also on the show will be your property queries, starting with prime projects in Mumbai. Next stop, Ahmedabad for housing options in 60 lakhs. Affordable projects that are worth your money in IT city, Bangalore. Also, we will explore the new Gurgaon region for homes under 70 lakhs. And finally, we will step inside the PVR CEO's house in Delhi to find out what's unique about his home. Home buyers of Gurgaon and Bangalore gathered on Sunday to protest against a dilution of Real Estate Regulatory Authority or RERA rules by states. Home buyers are demanding that states adopt the rules as notified by the centre and refrain from watering down key provisions of the law, as they believe these rules might end up favouring the builders instead of protecting the home buyers, thus defeating the purpose of the Act. Several states like Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka appear to have made changes to the definition of ongoing projects or given some leeway to developers whose projects are nearing completion so that they do not have to comply with the stringent provisions of the Act as laid out in the centre's law. The Real Estate Regulation and Development Act came into effect on May 1st. Under the law, it is stated that the rules should be notified and regulators should be set up in each state. But so far, only 14 states have notified the rules and 15 of the 36 states and union territories have set up an interim regulator. Madhya Pradesh is the only state who has set up a regulator, which is a regular regulator.
Want no kind of dilution in the RERA rules as put forth by the union government. We want exactly the same or more stringent rules for the state of Karnataka. Most importantly, the ongoing projects should be brought under RERA.
Issue is what defines who comes under the ambit of the RERA. Ongoing projects. What are ongoing projects? Why have they been left out? Will it be only projects which will naya registration hai? There is no differentiation. There is no clarity on this. This is something we want defined. Because 15-17 साल से जो लोग लड़ रहे हैं, अगर एक OC लेके builder ने and those projects go out of the ambit of the RERA, फिर तो पूरा fight बेकार है. पूरा जो RERA का लागू होना is just not very, it's not the way we had envisaged it.
Maharashtra is one of the few states which has implemented Real Estate Regulatory Act in the state from 1st May by notifying all the rules. As per the Act, the state also has its RERA website up and running. The website is very crucial to this Act as all the developers have to register their ongoing as well as new projects under RERA. The Property Show tells you how this website can be used by you to benefit you as a buyer.
The most awaited Real Estate Regulatory Act is rolled out in Maharashtra. The most important part of this act is the MahaRERA website, which will eventually boost transparency and bridge the gap between the developer and consumer. So let's take a quick look at the website.
Go to maharera.mahaonline.gov.in. The website will open. To know about all the acts and rules, go to the download tab and you can read as well as download all the rules. Don't forget to go on to the FAQ page. This page is very informative and attempts to answer all your doubts regarding MahaRERA. The questions here address the concerns of consumers as well as of developers and real estate agents. FAQ page is updated on daily basis. Next, let's take a look at the online application tab. Every developer, real estate agent or a citizen will have to create an account on the website. If you don't have an account yet, you need to create one by registering on this website. A few quick steps will get you registered. After registering on the website, you will have to update your profile page where you are required to provide all your details. If you are from Mumbai, then make sure in the District Division tab you select Konkan region. Once the developers register their projects, they will be given unique identity numbers. The information put by developers on the website will be available for the consumers to see. The real estate agents and developers have been given 3 months' time to register. Apart from the website, Maharashtra has a very active Twitter account whose handle is @Maharashtra. The government has adopted a zero footfall policy encouraging people to register their complaints online. And soon, more features which will allow you to file online complaints against the developer will come. If you are a home buyer from Maharashtra, make sure that you check the Maharashtra website regularly before making any investments. In Mumbai, with camera person Nilesh Devadiga, Ashwini Priyorkar, NDTV.
And now it's time to answer your questions, for which Nemun is with us. And we're taking the first question that's been sent to us as an email from Shweta Mehani. Shweta says that she's looking for a 2 BHK property in Andheri East area in Mumbai. Nemun, she wants to know what is the average price per square feet in that area. And she's already seen 2 projects. One is Hillcrest at JVLR and the other one is Kanakia Rainforest in Marol area. She wants to know what do you think about this area as well as these 2 projects.
See, Shweta, both the projects, in fact, that you have suggested, Akruti Hill City and the Kanakia Rainforest, they are very competitive with each other, like in terms of location also, like Kanakia Rainforest is closer to the Eastern Express Highway because it's near the Marol station, and when you look at Akruti Hillcrest, it is closer to the Western Express and the JVLR. So I would say even in terms of the brand name and the kind of construction stage that they are into, both these projects stand at most like an equal from each other, you know. But if you look at the price point, I think the Akruti Hillcrest is priced slightly lower. So in case that suits your requirement, like, you know, it depends on which suburb you're working in, towards the western suburb or the eastern suburbs, you can take a pick accordingly. We are comfortable with both the projects that you have selected. In fact, the average price of Andheri East itself is 15,000 rupees per square foot, and I think both these projects are offering you know, below the average price, which is a good thing for you. The inventory overhang out here is around 44 months, and the analyzed returns that Andheri East has seen in the past 3 years, it's been around 1.2%. I would say with the metro coming in, it has definitely impacted the market, and this entire micro market is now developing as you know, a high-end segment, which Andheri East was initially always been like, you know, an industrial area or a commercial area. But recently there are a lot of these developments coming in, and there is a kind of gentrification that you see in this area. So it is certainly a good area to invest. I think from our end, we've recommended you one more project, which is by the name of Blue Fortuna. It is around 1.8 kilometers from the Marol Naka metro station, and like you wanted, even this project is a ready to move in project, and it will be a good investment.
Okay, so let's quickly take a look at what Nemun is suggesting to you. She's offering you an option called Blue Fortuna, and the price that you're getting here is 14,300 rupees per square foot. And in case you opt for a 2 BHK apartment, the size you get is 1,143 to 1,205 square feet. And the good thing about this project is, as Nemun told you, it's a ready to move in project. Let's go ahead and take our next caller on air. We have Deepak Rawal with us. Deepak, go ahead and ask your question.
Yes, madam. Good afternoon. My name is Deepak Rawal. I am staying in Ahmedabad. I have chosen one project which is ready to move. It is called a Soral Apartment, on Sardar Patel Ring Road. And the builder is Applewood Estate Limited. It's a 3-bedroom hall, kitchen. And the price is 3,200. I need your guidance. Is this the right property? Because I'm a bit afraid because the project is very big. It has got 1,000 flats and still 30% is still unsold.
Okay. Okay. So he's a little concerned because he sees that the sales are not happening. So he's worried, should he put his money over there or not? What do you think, Nemun? Should he be worried about that it's not selling? So should he also not buy, or maybe he should just negotiate a bit?
Well, Anjali, like you rightly said, because a developer has so much inventory, he can use it for his negotiation bit as well. And if you look at this particular township, yes, it's a huge township. It's around 128 acres and it has a mix of commercial, villas, apartments, and it's also ready to move in. So that is also one, which is it's a safe bet because it's not under construction. Now, having said that, why the township is not sold out till now? See, Ahmedabad as a whole is mainly end user driven market, and the kind of demand that is generated in this entire stretch of Sardar Patel Ring Road, there are a lot of projects actually that are coming in within Bhopal, Thaltej and all these areas, which are competitive to the Applewoods township as well. So I think looking at the kind of supply that they have, the sales velocity has not been in tandem with the kind of supply that they put in the market. But otherwise, there's fundamentally no issue with the project. In fact, its connectivity from the Sardar Patel Ring Road and the SG highway is very decent. So I think you can go ahead with the project. The average price of this area, Bhopal, is around 3,510 rupees per square foot. The annualized returns has been around 2% in the last 3 years. I think if you're looking in this area, then you can also look at few more projects which are further north of Sardar Patel Ring Road, which is towards the Ambli area. You can look at Gala Glory. This is under construction project. This might get completed this year itself. And then there is also Aryan Gloria. This is, there are some towers in this project which are complete and some are going to get completed by the end of this year itself. So these are relatively small projects, and if it's bothering you, then you can also have a look at these projects.
Yes, and before you go and see them, we can tell you what the rate is over there, what they're offering. First is Gala Glory, and the price they're offering is 3,000 to 3,200 rupees per square foot, and unit size for a 3 BHK is 1,375 square feet. The second option Nemun is suggesting is Aryan Gloria, and the price over there is 3,500 rupees per square foot, and unit size for 3 BHK is 1,440 square feet. So these are the two options that you can go and check out. Let's go ahead and take our next question on air. We have an email sent by Nixie Gupta. She says that her budget is ranging from 40 to 50 lakhs and she's looking to invest in a property in Noida or Greater Noida Expressway area, maybe around Pari Chowk. And Nemun, as you always say, she does have an horizon of 5 to 7 years, so keeping that in mind, she's already shortlisted 3 projects. One is Godrej Suites, studio apartment in Greater Noida. One is Tata Value Homes in Sector 150 in Noida. And third is ATS Allure in Yamuna Expressway. Now, she wants to know which project is best for her. Now, while, I'm really glad nowadays to see that viewers are already doing so much research on their own and they're so aware. Here we see that there are reputed developers, but different areas. How do you categorize and how do you shortlist for her?
Correctly said, Anjali. These are all quality developments and they are by reputed and branded developers. So in terms of product quality and the end specifications and amenities that they will get is going to be good in all 3 of them. So I think it comes finally, to the location which she should be looking for. If I just share the data points, the average price in Pari Chowk is around 4,300 rupees per square foot, and the annual appreciation that Pari Chowk has seen in the last 2 years has been around around 2%. Whereas when you look at Yamuna Expressway, the average price is around 3,100 rupees per square foot, slightly affordable. And the appreciation that Yamuna Expressway has seen in the past 2-3 years has been around 2.6%. Now coming to Noida Expressway, Noida Expressway is slightly expensive market at around, you can say it's a mid-segment at around 5,400 rupees per square foot, whereas appreciation that Noida Expressway has seen is also been around 2% in the last 2-3 years. So in terms of price appreciation, all these markets are moving in a similar fashion. But Noida Expressway definitely as a location is a much better choice than the other two. So looking at that, I think your selected project Tata Destination should be your top pick, as it's also under construction by a branded developer and the project is also officially launched. So I think this should be your rank 1 within the 3 that you have selected. Then I would say you should pick Godrej Suits, as it's also a fantastic location. Like there's Pari Chowk within Greater Noida. This is the best location to be in. But I would still say that Godrej is priced slightly higher than the market out there. And to enter at a higher point at this point of time, you will have to be a little patient for the market to mature and the appreciation to take place in this area. So taking all that into consideration, since you've already, you're talking of a long-term horizon, this is also a good project. You should rank this number 2. And then I would rank ATS Ellore as 3, as the location of Yamuna Expressway recently had seen some negative sentiments because of Yamuna Expressway Industrial Development Authority. Recently, they have cancelled building plans of almost 17 projects of 6 builders because of non-compliance of certain rules about building layouts, which has created a negative sentiment in the market right now. So taking that into consideration, I think location-wise, ATS Ellore will come to rank 3. So I think Tata Destination should be your pick.
Okay, let's go ahead and take our next caller on air. We have Savyasanji Tripathi with us. Tripathi Saab, what is your question?
Ma'am, actually I'm planning to purchase a flat in sector 82-84 in Gurgaon. Okay. And I researched over that area, but I found that Oris Estate is a little cheaper option for me. So I just want to have information about the project, because I have some negative feedback of that project.
Absolutely. So we will definitely clarify your confusion. So Nemun, before we talk about Oris Aster, what do you think about the area that he is planning to put his money in?
See, I would say New Gurgaon as a region, it has penetration from tier 1 developers like DLF and Vatika, and infrastructure-wise, it is improvising. But when it comes to health services or security of the people, I think that is something that is still lacking, and it needs to be improvised in a much faster pace than what it is doing currently. Otherwise, if you look at the data points, the average price out here is around 6,200 rupees per square foot. The returns has not been that exorbitant. It's almost negative in the past 2-3 years, because there's a huge amount of new supply that is being launched and creating an overhang of the supply with a lot of discounts that are available in the market. So I think if you're looking at a resale project, which is a ready to move in project, it should be a safe bet. The Aster Court, the project that you're talking about, I would say it's a standard mid-segment project. It's a larger community, hence you have the benefits of all the amenities that it has to provide. And location-wise also, it's excellent location. It's a bang on the sector road itself. And if you look at Oris as a developer in NCR, they have finished couple of projects in the last few years, and they have a decent market image. But I would say when you're looking at this project, the quality of construction is not that exorbitant, but it's this project is a value for money proposition kind of thing. So if you're going at this price point and this project, I think it's a decent buy. You should go ahead with the project. And I think we've selected few more projects in the similar price points for you. You can look at Gurgaon 1. This is by Alpha Corp in sector 84 in the similar locality with similar advantages. And you can also look at Gurgaon 21 by Vatika Group. This is located in sector 83, and it will also be available in the similar price point to you.
Okay, so let's quickly take a look at these two options that Nemun is suggesting. First is Gurgaon 1, and the price over here is ranging from 4,500 to 4,900 rupees per square foot. And in case you are buying a 2 BHK, the size you'll get is 1,181 square feet. And in case it's a 2 BHK, it's 1,427 square feet. Now, the other option that we have for you is Gurgaon 21, and the price that you're getting is 4,500 rupees per square foot, and unit size for 2 BHK is 1,245 square feet. So these are the two options that we have for you. It's time for a short break now. When we come back, we will review housing projects in Hyderabad. Also, we will scout for affordable homes along the important corridors of Bangalore.